Diageo is a large global drinks company formed by the merger of two companies in 1997, Guinness and Grand Met. Grand Met was a big hotel group in the UK. And in the days before the internet, Diageo was seen, well, actually was, primarily a business-to-business organisation, selling to wholesalers who in turn sold on to the retailers. So there was very little personal data involved. And what you have there is a distinctly antiquated picture of Guinness advertising, I think from the 30s, probably from about that time.
The 1930s, not the 1830s.
The 1930s, yes. So, what happened? Well, there were two big changes. One was in 2014-15, there was the transformation agenda. There was a conscious decision by the company to extend into business-to-consumer sales. And secondly, of course, there was COVID, which made it difficult for people to actually carry out purchases in straight bricks-to-mortar type shops. So it changed consumer purchasing patterns. Okay? So how did Diageo meet that particular challenge? Well, it has brand websites. It has about 250 of them in many different languages. So you've got Johnny Walker whiskey, top right there. You've got Tanqueray gin, which Amy Winehouse was so keen on, bottom left. And on the right-hand side, you have Seedlip, which is a non-alcoholic product. And they created sites, they created websites. So if you go on malts.com, you'll be able to pick out lots and lots. You see there's lots and lots and lots of different types of whiskies. So it wasn't just a matter of creating the sites and saying, well, that's sufficient. They did do more than that. What they did was they engaged the consumers in different ways. Now, who's been to Dublin here? Put your hands up. Okay, blimey, that's a lot. And who's been to Edinburgh? Okay, fine. So, so for those who've been to Dublin, I would have thought a fair amount of you would have been to the Guinness Storehouse. Is that right? Yeah, lots of nods around the room, good stuff like that. Edinburgh, the Johnny Walker Princes Street is relatively new, 21, 22 or so. And then Diageo have got a very shiny new office in Great Marlborough Street, pretty much opposite Liberty's. And they have a nice shiny bar area. Well, it's called The Bar. It isn't actually a bar. It has lots of alcohol very nicely set out and so on. And there's one in Madrid as well. There's one in Madrid. So if you want to, you don't have to just go online to buy the products from Diageo or go down to Tesco's or whatever. You can go to these individual experiences. As I say, there's the Guinness Storehouse. In Edinburgh, there's the Johnny Walker. There's Great Marlborough Street, and so on and so forth. So, okay, and what else did they do? Well, they also created the different sorts of sites really to engage the consumer. So you've got there, what's your whiskey? And Stuart was very keen that I put this particular slide up because of the age bar, which I always find, I don't know, do you find it difficult? It's the people are saying, how old are you? And it's like, none of your business. What's it got to do with you? But obviously for drink, as for quite a few other types of sites, it is important that you're not selling alcohol to people underage. So it is important that you establish that they are over 18 in the UK, over 21 in the States and so on.